Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends, fans come together to BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss musical artists. I'm your host, Jason. With me is Tim.
That's me.
And Trey.
Hi.
Our new host, because Bill, he's been fired. He's out the door. That sorry sack of something. No, shout out, Bill. We know you're watching. So, in honor of Trey joining the show, we gave him first pick. And he picked Clutch. So we're going to talk about all these Clutch records.
You're welcome.
What else? We're a playlist link channel, so if you want to follow along and watch us talk about all these Clutch videos, there's a link down below. Hopefully I remember to organize the videos in the proper order, because I noticed for a while there I had them backwards. I had to go back and fix those. But they're all fixed now, so go watch those. So Clutch, brief slash history slash what the fuck do y'all know about Clutch? I'm off.
Trey, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first? Or
I can go first. For me, they're a local band, so you know how it is with local bands. You hear their name on the radio over and over and over again, and then eventually you hear the music.
Three Doors Down.
And then it's like, oh, okay. So they've been in my life for a while, long time. But I wouldn't say I really started listening to them until Pure Rock Fury. So that's it.
What about you, Tim?
yeah, I mean, they weren't local to me, but I've known about them for a while. I do remember Shotgun Named Marcus getting released on a couple compilations that I heard at the time. The first time I saw them live would have been in 2000 in Atlanta, I believe, at the Masquerade. And so, yeah, I've definitely been aware of them for a while. It really didn't click for me till I had heard a few things. So, yeah, I mean, without giving too much away, there's definitely an album where I do kind of jump on the train and am checking them all out, upon the week of release. And I see them live a few more times. I've seen them like 4 or 5 times now at this point. So
I never heard of this band until we did our 2001 album grinder and somebody put Pure Rock Fury in there. And everyone's talking about Clutch, Clutch, Clutch. And then I took my kid to see James Merritt. He's like an English pop guy. And I think Radiohead was playing. Is it the I can't remember the name of the venue, but they had multiple floors. The House of Blues. And
okay.
the bottom floor was Radiohead. And there was a guy with a Clutch shirt. And I was like, oh, that's that band that we have to talk about here next week. But
yeah, they're one of them. Once you get introduced to them, you're going to start seeing them everywhere.
I never heard anything from this band, about this band, so it's all brand new for me.
Well, this will be fun then.
That's a word. So
yeah. Yeah.
Starting off 1993's Transnational Speedway League. Who wants to talk about this one first?
I can go first on this. I mean, going all the way back to 1993. This is one of those bands, and this is certainly, first album, #first album bias or whatever. This is one of those albums that helped shape, what became the desert stoner doom rock scene of the 21st century.
I could see that.
Yeah, it's very birthed of grunge, but it's definitely not grunge. It's it's definitely something different. And I think right off the bat, Shotgun Named Marcus is a classic Clutch song. I can't remember what comp it was I heard, but I remember hearing this and be like, that's cool. It wasn't anything great that I was going to run out and buy immediately, but I remember it. Looking back on it now, though, I do love that song. And I love El Jefe Speaks as well. I think this is a great 1-2 punch. Great openers. Um, Binge of Purge is very dirgy and first album, they haven't quite found their own sound or whatnot. I hear a lot of Rollins band on that song. Uh,
Oh,
Definitely
interesting.
kind of kind of the evolution of that real just heavy stuff. A lot of Sabbath in there too. 12-ounce
Yeah, yeah,
epilogue.
yeah.
I mean, always, right?
Yep.
Um, 12-ounce epilogue. I don't really have any notes for. Neither do Bacchanal. Both fine. Like I didn't hate them. There wasn't anything great about them though. Milk of Human Kindness, though, that is a banger. That's a deep cut I had forgotten about. It's been a while since I had listened to this album. That's a great song. I really like the riff in Rats. I think that one's really good. And then, yeah, my notes for Earthworm here say this is badass, and especially after Sonic Youth. I don't see why Jason won't like this. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll
And then
see.
that take we'll see. But that is what my notes say, word for word there. Heirloom, top song contender again. Super heavy. It's really cool. I really like where this album is coming from, and especially for '93. This is some underground stuff, and I like it. And then Walking in the Great Shining Path of Monster Trucks, another great song. Neil, really, like right off the bat, is showing that he's just like this mad poet that just comes up with the greatest lyrics. And then this is going to close with Effigy. I have two notes for this song. Um, I don't know if I like this more than Creedence Clearwater's Effigy. If you go all the way back to that episode, um, but I do like this song more than I like what Tool's doing in 1993.
Ooh.
Makes sense.
So
Well,
that's where it ends for me.
I should probably be the sandwich in the middle on this one.
Yeah, I was just wondering if that's how you wanted to do it.
All right, the opening lines of this discography are: if you thought it was boring in Jordan, then come out here for a day. 4 out of 5 for 1993. That's some pretty hard hitting shit. Musically, it fucking rocked. I wasn't a fan of the vocals, but not the worst I've ever heard. I can see it growing on me. El Jefe Speaks. It's slow and heavy. It's still sharp sounding though. Binge and Purge. Holy Black Sabbath for y'all. 12 ounce. I like this style a little more. That solo bass break is pretty good. Track 5, the production sounded weird on it, a little muted compared to the previous tracks. So I looked it up on Wiki, and it said some of these tracks had additional engineering. Maybe that's what's causing the weirdness on it. Milk of Human Kindness. This one is back to sounding fucking great. The guitar tones on this record are really phenomenal. Rats, was he a disgruntled dishwasher? I wasn't a big fan on this one.
Who isn't a disgruntled dishwasher?
That's true. I threw a pan and quit my job as when I was a dishwasher. So
It's the only way to go.
Earthworm, same. It just kind of droned on for way too long.
Well, going back to my notes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sonic gets a little drone. They drone a little too long sometimes. Heirloom, blah. Walking in the Great Shining Path. Great song title. Just sounds like the bootleg Timo White Zombie for me, though. Effigy. It's an okay closing track. I think it's the best song on the B side of this record. It still kind of overstays its welcome by about 2 minutes, but the first half of this record was promising. The B side did nothing for me except maybe Effigy in parts.
Okie dokie. So, the Marcus, it's a groovy ass song about a redneck samurai. What's not to love? It's fast. It hits hard. It's a lot of fun. Um, El Jefe. So I love Neil's writing, and I love the fact that this song is about being a self-proclaimed badass, but instead of saying the word shit, he says doo doo. Like, there's a, you know, I like that. Uh, Vincent Purge. Typically, it's not a huge difference between that and El Jefe, but I really like the line. I have got nothing to lose but my apathy. Um, 12-ounce epilogue. I'm an RC Cola man, so any song that shouts out RC Cola, it's a okay in my book.
RC's pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't
Um,
remember the last time I saw it in stores.
we have it quite a bit here. I
Okay.
don't
Yeah,
I don't know.
they've definitely fallen regional then, I'm going to say.
I don't think it's local, but we do have it. Um, Bacchanal. I like this song. Again, it's Neil's writing. The line "Romance is nothing but a sack of lies, but it's truth that I've come to despise." It kind of makes me think that it's more about hating the Bacchanalian lifestyle versus celebrating it. Musically, it sounds like a celebration. Lyrically, it's something different. I always like when there's that dichotomy in songs.
Sure, sure.
Milk of Human Kindness. My only note is your Jesus Christ has canine teeth, because I really like that line. Um,
Poetry.
yeah, oh yeah, Rats. I wish, like, in the mix, they really bury the guitar solo, and I wish they didn't do that. Even on the remastered, it's really hard to hear that guitar solo. I
Some of these
noticed,
tracks were like they just didn't sound as good as some of the rest of the album. It was like a weird mix on a few of the
yeah,
songs.
and it's even in the remaster. Like,
Yeah, that's what I listened
think,
to was the remaster.
yeah, like you think
Well,
they
and
would,
especially in '93, your first outing out, who knows what kind of actual pressing this got. But I know that as we get into the 21st century, they really turn into more of a vinyl band, where that's where everything's designed for anyway.
yeah.
So,
And this didn't get a vinyl release until I believe this year.
What label were they
right.
on? Was this like a major label or
This is still independent. I think they only technically have one album on a major label.
that might be why I never heard of them really.
Yeah, this label was called East West. I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, East West was a major label. It was a division of Epic.
I don't remember
Because
that one.
I
Yeah,
think
I
that
know a couple bands that were on East West. Down started on East West.
'cause I think they were on majors. We'll get to it. I think they were on majors until Blast Tyrant, and that's when they started their own label.
Right, right, right.
But
Blast Tyrant's where they start their own label, and then they do sign to like, because didn't the last one come out on like Nuclear Blast or something?
I think so.
Yeah, so
I,
they do sign to labels occasionally.
yeah.
But I thought it was Pure Rock Fury was the only one that was actually a major label, and the rest of these are weird imprints.
Well, I know Jam Room was Sony because they don't have the
Oh
rights
yeah.
to that one,
Okay. Yeah.
and
So okay.
yeah, they don't really like dealing with Sony, so they're not really trying too hard to get them back. They said Sony's a pain in the ass to deal with. So.
I believe it.
I do too.
Earthworm, I
For
like
the
the
same
slow.
thing about Warner Brothers and Mr. Bungle trying to get their stuff back.
Oh yeah, I've seen their logos. Earthworm, I like the slow start, but overall, it's possibly a low point for me.
Wow. Okay.
Um, Heirloom, I like the story. The sins of the father, the son refusing to shoulder that burden. Um, so that's a top song for me. Walking in the Great Shining Path of Monster Trucks, for a song with monster trucks in the title, it's just okay. I thought.
Right? It just
Uh,
feels like a waste of a song title, like a good song title.
yeah. Effigy, um, there's a line in it. The hand that feeds is the hand that beats me fiercely in the face. That to me is fucking awesome. And the other note I have for that track is I love the bass in that. So
There, I mean, I
that's
did
it.
notice not on the first record, but as I kept going on, there's a lot of good like one-liners here and there in the lyrics.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, yeah, it's a solid first album, but everything that about this album gets refined.
Yeah, thematically, this is compared to the other albums. This is a very one note thematic album. It's all
Yeah.
like, especially the first half. It's kind of like I'm just a badass. Like every song, I'm a badass.
And you can tell
Whereas,
they haven't quite found their sound because there's a lot of Sabbath in this. Like a lot of you
Yeah.
can hear their references coming through
Yeah,
really loud.
you can hear the Rollins, you can hear the Faith No More, you can hear the Helmet, you can hear, a bunch of bands that were, you know, around at the time.
Neil
You
isn't
can hear the
quite
Caius and the Fu Manchu and the Monster Magnet.
Neil isn't quite singing yet. He's doing a lot of yelling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the vocals on I wasn't a fan of the vocals on this record compared to what comes later.
he definitely matures as a vocalist. The guitar playing, I think, gets a little less egregious and more song forming, and I think the drums are consistent throughout the discography
The
that I've
drums,
heard so far.
yeah, the drums are
And
great.
yeah,
Yeah,
um, yeah,
yeah,
I
with the
think just as they record more and get more comfortable with the process, and yeah, like the first couple times I saw them live, they were just the opening act for somebody else.
mhm.
I saw them open for Motorhead once, even. That was a badass show, and yeah, I think just as they get more comfortable in their roles, the albums are going to get better.
Yeah.
But it's all here.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a cornerstone. It's something they're going to build off of.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
And they
I
still
loved the
play
first
in
half.
the cafe all the time.
I loved the first half of this record. The second half, I was like, okay, I gotcha. I understand what you're trying to do here. uh, Trey, who's guessing the next record?
Um, I meant to look ahead a little bit.
I think you should just
Uh,
give it to me.
yeah, I'll do that.
I'll take the first dot. Throw myself on the fire.
Get it out of the way.
Uh huh. That's probably gonna screw me later down the line, but that's okay.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to
We'll
it.
burn that bridge when we get to it. Stick around because we're gonna burn those bridges. We're gonna talk about the self-titled, which brought
Yes, we are.
I came up with an interesting thought on that. We should do a whole video on like self-titled albums and what it means to be a self-titled record. And when you release a self-titled record in your career, should say
Sure.
something.
It does,
That's a
absolutely.
whole topic. But maybe one day. Stick around, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button, really helps us out because we need all the help we can get because the algorithm hates us because we say a lot of dirty words like poo poo.
Because we hate the algorithm.
We're anti-algorithm.
That's right. We're all organic. We're GMO free. We're pesticide free. We're plastic free.
No
We're
asbestos.
no asbestos. Yeah, no lead in the paint.
Nope.
Well,
Well, maybe just a little bit.
Maybe a little lead in the paint. Maybe
We're an
the glue's
unscripted
a
show.
little toxic. Maybe these markers are a little strong, but
Hey, you know what? Lead paint made our generation strong.
Damn right. Let's go Gen X. Stick around. The self-titled clutch is next. As always, be safe and what, Trey?
Take a journey out to the desert. Get lost.
With
Have fun.
some lead paint.
Yeah.
and then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 and then it's all and then you're ready to go again. Yo, come back now, you hear?